even after many times repeating also, you people are not attending. Attendance is very, very less. And later, once it is, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am, audible.
Yes. Attendance performance, IA marks performance, and assignments or quizzes, anything. All these will be taken as 50% marks, and the other remaining 50% marks will be from your first years. Is it clear? So all these three, in any one criteria, if you fail to satisfy the norms according to the VTU norms or whatever the satisfactory attendance, satisfactory marks, you will not get eligibility for the promotion. This is what seriously today it has been discussed in the meeting. I am informing you very seriously. Clear? Not only one or two classes is important. Attendance means every class is important. So above 85% you have to maintain the attendance in all. It is not like till now we attended, no madam, we will get 85%. After this we may take 20 classes or 10 classes or 15 classes. That should not come down your attendance performance. So be careful, take care of your attendance. Later any higher authorities, if anybody is taken action on that attendance performance and your IA marks performance, I am not responsible for that, because already I am informing you these are the things we are going to implement. We are going to take action on these things. So 50% of marks is very, very important to get eligibility for the VTU. Anyhow, you have to come for VTU application form to fill that. At that time also all these things matters. So be careful and attend the classes and maintain your attendance. Clear? And any time faculties during the class, they will take the attendance, not only automatically generated attendance, they have to take the attendance every day, every class, and we are submitting to the principal absentees list. So they will see 3 or 4 classes absentees and they will make a note of that student in that USN number. It is very clear. So it is not in my hand or any class teacher hand or any faculty's hand. Your attendance, it is your responsibility. Clear? And later, if a student, any a higher authorities like HOD or principal, they noted your USN number. Anyhow, every day we are sending your absentees USNs to the higher authorities. So they are noting down. Already 2-3 classes they are noted down. Many are getting the absent. They are absent. They are bunking the classes, even though it is online. So take care of attendance. And IA is coming up. Second IA. So second IA marks is also very, very important to score. Because that marks gives boost your 50% marks which is being counted. So take care of your marks also. Second IA, nobody should absent, everyone should present, because it is in online mode we are conducting. So there is no question of skipping or escaping the IA. So there is no question of absentees from my class especially. So don't take a risk. If you are absent, again it is a burden for you only, you have to write the improvement test. So not only improvement test, again retest you have to write it, not improvement. You have to write the retest for the absentees. So don't bunk, don't make absent in any of the IA. Clear? So attend how much ever you know, you write and attend the IAs, all the subjects. Clear? So don't skip or escape any higher subjects. This is one thing about attendance. And feed you now one is there. No, that is not come to you. If anything is there, I'll talk to that one person, student in your class. These are the things I have to inform. So later, don't come and stand me or don't call me regarding the attendance. Clear? So the regarding attendance, I am helpless. This is very strictly informed from the HOD. So now are you able to see the screen? Shall I start the class?
Yes, ma'am, visible.
Yes. What is there on the slide? What is there on the screen?
Waste management.
Waste management. Anyhow, we are managing you people, no? So now we will learn how to manage the waste also from this. Okay. So waste management, how we are managing the different types of waste. First, we will understand what is waste and how we are going to manage different types of waste. So, what is a waste? Waste is nothing but what are waste especially? It is just a rubbish or a trash or refuse, garbage, junk. These are the other word terminologies we use for waste, which is unwanted, which is not usable, which we don't use, useless material. In biology, waste means it is many unwanted substances or toxins. Usually we call it as toxins expelled from living organisms, metabolic waste such as urea and sweat. So these are different types, like different ways of expressing the waste. So what is Basel Convention definition for waste? Substances or objects which are disposed or intended to be disposed or required to be disposed of by the provisions of the law. This is the Basel Convention definition usually they have given for the waste management. What is the disposal means? The way of throwing off. Any operation which may lead to resource recovery, recycling, reclamation, direct reuse or alternative, which is called as disposal. Disposal means the how we are dispatching, how we are disposing the different types of waste. So this is the waste. And what are different kinds of waste? We have two different types of waste. One is solid waste and the other one is liquid waste. Solid waste and liquid waste. What is solid? It is in the solid form. Waste are in the solid state. Domestic waste state, commercial or industrial waste, which is called as solid waste. Example, plastics, styrofoam, containers, bottles, cans, papers, scrap iron or other trash. So any of the waste which is in the solid state that belong to solid waste category. Liquid waste are in the liquid state. Waste in the liquid form are in the liquid state. Example, any washings from the domestic, chemicals, oils, ponds, water from wastewater from the ponds, industries, chemical industries and other sources, which any waste which are useless or which is not used by anyone, which is in the liquid state, they become the kinds of liquid waste. So these are the two main kinds. One is a solid waste and the other one is liquid waste. We will see one by one how solid waste is being categorized and how it is disposing, how we are managing this, the way of disposing this solid waste, and liquid waste also we'll see one by one. So solid waste, first solid waste management. So solid waste we have different, the sources of solid waste generated basically from the municipal waste, that is from domestic, electronic waste, it is also in the solid state, biomedical waste, it is in the from what hospitals or clinics or which is in the from the medical, and from industrial side, from industries, and from industrial waste, which is the solid waste. Mainly the solid waste are called as municipal waste. Danya, door close madam. Municipal waste, electronic waste, biomedical waste, and the industrial waste. I have shown you the pictorial representation. Biomedical waste means this kind of syringes or fluids which is disposed from the hospitals. Electronic waste like monitors, electronic gadgets. Municipal waste from domestic, industrial waste from the factories, chemical factories. So sources are mainly the households and the industries. Here you can see the percentage of waste. The percentage of waste. See how some percentage I have shown here pictorially, like paper and paper board. 28.5% is generated. Food scraps 13.9%, yard trimming is 13.4%, plastics 12.4%, metals 9%, rubber, leather and textiles 8.4%, 6.4% wood, 4.6% glass, and other waste are 3.4%. All these are different percentage calculations. They calculated accordingly how different types of waste generated from the household and the industries. And according to EPA regulations, solid waste is any garbage or refuse, municipal solid waste, sludge from the wastewater treatment plant, water supply treatment plant, or air pollution or control facility. Other discarded materials, solid, liquid, semi-solid or contain gaseous materials from industrial and commercial mining and agricultural operations and from community activities. This is according to EPA Environmental Protection Act regulations. According to this, the garbage means any garbage which is not used, which comes under solid waste, Here you can show you how it is being divided. Like solid waste, one is refuse, because of we refuse to use it, waste is generated, and we throw as a trash, waste is generated in the solid form. So how refuse materials, like we call them as a garbage and we call them as a rubbish. Garbage means vegetables, meats, food waste and other readily degradable organic waste. Rubbish means non-degradable, which are non-degradable like glass, rubber, metal, plastics and non-metals. Trash means bulky waste like TV, refrigerators, goods, broken furniture. All these comes under trash mainly. Again, this non-degradable and slow degradable. One is degradable organic waste, which is called generated from the garbage. And from the rubbish, we have two categories. One is non-degradable and the other one is slowly degradable. Slowly degradable like paper, wood products and textiles. These are slowly degradable, but it takes a longer period to degrade. Such type of waste comes under rubbish, which is under solid waste. This is how solid waste is being classified based on the type of garbage, based on the type of waste generated from different product, from different household and in different sources. According to the waste classification, their effects on human health and the environment, we have categorized solid waste into hazardous waste and non-hazardous. Hazardous means toxic, which is harmful. Non-hazardous means non-harmful product. The substances unsafe to use commercially, industrially, agriculturally and economically, and have any of the following properties: initiability, corrosivity and reactivity and toxicity, comes under hazardous waste because they are toxic. It affects the human, animals, agriculture, everything it affects. There comes under hazardous waste. Non-hazardous waste are substances are safe to use commercially, industrially, agriculturally and economically, and do not have any of those properties mentioned above. So these are these substances usually create disposal problems. See, these are non-hazardous, comes under non-hazard, which can be reused again, which can be used to save commercially, but it is a problem creates when it comes to the point of disposing. So there are two categories based on the hazardous, based on the harmful effects on human health and environment. It is classified, solid waste is classified into hazardous waste and non-hazardous waste. Next, here as we discussed in the classification, municipal solid waste, biomedical, the sources based on the type, like municipal solid waste means which is obtained from the household garbage, usually it comes under municipal solid waste. Biomedical waste generated from this type of waste is generated from where from the hospitals, diagnosis, treatment, research activities, and the medical field. Industrial waste like from industries like chemical, petroleum, coal, metal, gas. Agriculture waste means farming activities, the mostly biodegradable and non-biodegradable waste. Fishery waste means from fishery activities extensively found in coastal and estuarine areas. Radioactive waste means it contains radioactive metals usually from the power plants, radioactive plants, radioactive metals extraction mines and byproducts, nuclear process, sometimes in industries involved in the involved in nuclear activities and may also produce some radioactive waste, example radioisotopes and chemical sludge, etc. E-waste, other one main solid waste is e-waste. E-waste is which is an electronic waste generated from modern establishment and like CRTs contains lead, cadmium, beryllium or brominated flame and standards. These are all discarded from the electronic gadgets and electronic devices. So these are the different classification, how solid waste is classified based on the type of waste generated from different sources. One is municipal waste, biomedical waste, industrial waste, agriculture waste and fishery waste and what is that, radioactive waste and e-waste. This is how solid waste is classified. In India, are you understanding? Because it is only a solid waste and theory subject, I am going little bit fast. If you are not understanding, if you are feeling any difficulty, you can ask me, I will go slow. Am I audible? Students?
Yes, ma'am. Here only.
Here only. Yes, you are here only. I know. What I am asking is, if you are feeling difficulty to follow me, you can ask me to go slow. I know I am going fast. Correct?
Yes, ma'am.
You want me to go slow or is this okay? Because it is only theory part. That is why I am going little bit fast.
No, ma'am, it's okay. The speed is okay, ma'am.
Okay to everyone? To everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so much is not required to write in IA or anything. What you have to write is, they will ask, write a brief note on solid waste management. Write a brief note on land filling on the solid waste. Write a brief note on e-waste. Like that only they will ask. So you can write how much ever you know, like sources, effects and controlling measures you have taken to manage, how you are managing this type of waste. That you have to write in the main points. So notes is available in the MS team, right? How many of you see both module notes? No answer. Is there or not? Nobody seen notes. If you have not seen, check out. It is there in the MS team in the files section. There is the notes separate. You can download the notes from there and you can read from their notes. Okay. In that very small points wise I have given. If you read that much, it is more than enough to score the marks. Okay. So come back to the class.
It is there, ma'am.
Yes, it is there. You download and read for IA. So much is not there. I have given only in the points wise. So this solid waste in India, every year 7.2 million tons of hazard waste is generated. This tons calculation is calculated in the year last 3 years past. This is the calculation. So 1 square meter of additional landfill area every year it is required to dispose this much ton of hazardous waste. And rupees for this disposal, rupees 1,600 crore for treatment and disposal of these waste is being spent on this solid waste. Okay. In addition to this, industries discharge about 150 million tons of high volume low hazardous waste every year is being generated, which is mostly dumped on open low lying land areas. So just imagine so much tons of waste is generated every year, and we are spending unnecessarily so much of money on just to treat and dispose this type of solid waste. And what is the growth of solid waste in India? Waste is growing by leaps and bounds. In 1981 and 91, population of Mumbai increased from 8.2 millions to 12.3. This is in the year 81 to 91, almost 10 years back. During that same period, around solid waste has grown from 3,200 tons to 5,355 tons, and increase up to 67% of increase this only in one particular area. In city like Bangalore, it produces around 2,000 tons of waste per annum. Per year it is being generated. Somebody's mic is on. Can you switch off? Switch off that. And very low for all Indian cities. So this health, what are the health impacts on this? Exposure to the hazardous waste can affect the human health, children being more vulnerable to these pollutants, and it causes air pollution and improperly managed and designed. Landfills attract all types of insects and spread disease. Direct handling solid waste results in chronic diseases with the waste workers. So those the workers who work in the waste for managing these and disposing, they suffer from chronic diseases, and GHGs are accumulating in the earth atmosphere, and as a greenhouse gases are accumulating in the atmosphere and result of human activities causing global warming in the surface air temperature. It increases and surface substrate ocean temperature to rise. So as the greenhouse gases increases accumulating in the atmosphere, obviously the ocean temperature rise. So this rise in global temperature are exposed to rise in the sea levels and change in precipitation and other local climate conditions. These are the effects or health impacts on because of the solid waste generated highly. And not only this, it also changed the regional climate, forest, crop yields, water supplies, and also affect human health, amines, and many types of ecosystem. Deserts may expand. See, deserts might expand into existing rangelands, and features of some our national parks might be permanently altered, like this one. And buildup of greenhouse gases, primarily carbon dioxide, methane, and nitrous oxide. Carbon dioxide, methane, and nitrous oxide are the main greenhouse gases which affect helps in increasing the rise in temperature. And this carbon dioxide is released to the atmosphere burning fossil fuels, wood and wood products, and solid waste. So these are the different types of solid waste, how it affects the human health, and because of these activities how it affects. So alternatives, what type of alternatives we can use? We can use methane can be emitted from decomposition, organic waste, and landfills in rising the livestock and production and transport coal, natural gas, and oil. See, methane is emitted from decomposition, right? So this decomposition happens in only in the organic waste, which organic waste is dumped in the landfills. Landfills means we excavate some part of the land and we dump all these organic waste in that part of the land, and that undergo decomposition, which means it produces methane gas. Usually this organic waste is generated from livestock, and production of this We require transport, or this methane is production is helps in coal, natural gas and oil, right? And next is nitrogen dioxide. Oxides of nitrogen is emitted. How it is emitted? During agricultural and industrial activities. What type of, and during what type of agricultural and industrial activity? During combustion, during agricultural and industrial, on combustion of this solid waste and fossil fuels, it is being generated. One of the major greenhouse gases produced is nitrous oxide, oxides of nitrogen mainly. So how it is being collected? The whatever the waste collected, this is called as, comes under waste collection. In how usually we collect? We collect it from the from different municipal way, different houses. We collect in the no gradation of waste product. For example, biodegradable we collect, glasses, poly bags, paper, shreds, etc. All these we collect and dumps these waste into the city outskirts. So usually we dump all these waste collected from the household and industries, we dump in the city outskirts. That is called as fill the land filling. We call this as a land filling. And this collecting all these pieces or any waste collected, collecting means you're going every house and we collect all the different types without segregation, without that segregation, we'll just dump in the outskirts in the land. That is called as land filling. Excavate the land. And what is that land fill we see? See here I've shown you the pictorically. Without segregation, they are dumping all the waste in one place of the one surface of the on surface of the earth at one particular place, usually outskirts of the cities. So it is the most traditional method. One method of disposing the solid waste is landfill. Landfill means filling the land, excavate some portion of the land, and all these collected waste is dumped in that particular area. So this is the most traditional method where waste is directly dumped and disused in quarries, mining voids and borrow pits, and disposed waste is compacted and covered with the soil, and whatever the gas generated by this decomposing and waste materials are often burned to generate power. So usually whatever the gases produced from this on burnt of this waste, it is usually used in generation of power. It is generally used for domestic waste. See, whatever the domestic waste is collected, the landfill is used. Landfill means we just dump on some particular area. That is called as landfill. This is one way of disposing the waste collected from different sources. What are its advantages? It is a cheap disposable method and it is created for local people, and different types of waste can be disposed at a time without segregation, and landfill site could be collected used for generating power. These are the advantages. If you look at the disadvantages, the site will look ugly, yes, obviously, and it is being used for a landfill, and dangerous gases are given off from the landfill sites that are cause local air pollution, yes, and it increases the temperature and it causes global warming, and local stream could become polluted with the toxins seeping through ground from the landfill site, and has been might not be able to be used for the redevelopment as it might be too polluted. So if you look at the advantages and disadvantages, both are there. We can generate the power from that on burning, or we can easily without segregation we can dump, and by excavating some portion of the land we can fill that land. But when you look at the disadvantages, it ugly, it attracts all kinds of insects and flies towards it, and it generates more harmful gases from that, and it cannot be used for the redevelopment of that age. And that composting, when it comes to the solid waste, we have different one. Composting, we have composting is another one, home composting and commercial level vermicomposting. Composting means what? It is due to lack of adequate space, for landfills, biodegradable waste are allowed to composting process. So this composting is nothing but which are the waste collected, they segregate into biodegradable and non-biodegradable. Composting biodegrades organic waste along with whatever the waste collected from the kitchen waste, usually from the kitchen domestic, usually the leaves, grass trimmings, paper, wood, into valuable organic fertilizer, converting the biodegradable waste into organic fertilizers, which is called as composting. 1 second, students. Hello?
Ma'am, auditorium ಅಲ್ಲಿದ್ದೀರಾ?
ಇಲ್ಲಮ್ಮ, ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಇದೆ.
ಈಗ ಟ್ರೀಟ್ ಮುಗಿತಾ?
ಈಗ ಮುಗೀತೆ, ಅಟೆಂಡೆನ್ಸ್ ತಗೋತೀನಿ, ತೆಗೆದು ಮುಗಿಸ್ತೀನಿ.
ಹೌದಾ? ಈಗ ಹೋಗ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಾ?
ಹಾಂ.
ನೀವು ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ಬರ್ತೀನಿ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೇಳಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ.
ಹಾಂ, ಬರ್ತೀನಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ.
ಓಕೆ ಓಕೆ.
Sorry. So this composting, there are two most commonly type of composting we can do. One is home composting, another one is commercial level vermicomposting. So this home composting and commercial level vermicomposting we'll see in the next class. I'll take the attendance. 1 second. Answer attendance 63. Unmute your this one and tell me fast your attendance. 63 absent. 64 I'll call only once. Your USN. Your USN I'll call only once. If you don't answer, it will be considered as absent. 64.
Present, ma'am.
65. 66. 63 absent. 65 absent. 66 is not there. 67.
Present.
68. 68. 69.
Present.
70.
Ma'am.
71.
Present, ma'am.
72. 73.
Present, ma'am.
74.
Present, ma'am.
75.
Present, ma'am.
76.
Present, ma'am.
77.
Present, ma'am.
78.
Present, ma'am.
79.
Present, ma'am.
80.
Present, ma'am.
81. 81 absent. 82. 83.
Present, ma'am.
84. 84 absent. 85 absent. 86 absent. 87. 88.
Present, ma'am.
89. 89 absent. 90. 90 absent. 91 absent. 92 absent. 93.
Present, ma'am.
94.
Present, ma'am.
95.
Present, ma'am.
96.
Present, ma'am.
97. 98. 97 absent. 98 absent. 99. 100 absent. 101. 101.
Present, ma'am.
102.
Present, ma'am.
103.
Present, ma'am.
104. 104. 105. 106.
Present, ma'am.
107. 108.
Present, ma'am.
Present, ma'am.
108.
Present, ma'am.
109.
Present, ma'am.
110. 111. 112.
Present, ma'am.
113.
Present, ma'am.
114.
Present, ma'am.
115.
Present, ma'am.
116.
Present, ma'am.
117. 117 absent. 118.
Present, ma'am.
119.
Present, ma'am.
120.
Present, ma'am.
121.
Present, ma'am.
122.
Present, ma'am.
123.
Present, ma'am.
Yes. Okay, you all can leave the class. Attend the classes regularly, don't miss, and don't give opportunity for the higher authorities to take action. Clear? Is it clear to everyone? Yes. Do well your IS.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.